So you are welcome back again. Today we shall be designing a simple certificate. And right here in front of me, you could see the type of certificate we want to use as sample, as a training in the class. You have different types of certificates. You can lay your hands on anyone and try to make use of it. But for today, we shall be taking a look at this particular one. Now, I will be going to the second page to try this design out. The first thing we do is to create this background. As you can see, this background, it has a frame. And this frame, you can get it right on your Google to type certificate frame. You have so many samples, and you may not get this exact frame that you are seeing, but you can get a similar one or something much beautiful than this. So after you have go to Google to see the frame, you download it and save it on your system. Then you can pick it up and use it as your background. So let me go to the class as we use this one as a case study. I will take my page to be what, A4 paper, because we'll be using our A4. Then I'm using a landscape. Let's say I've downloaded this frame from the internet. You are going to import. Ctrl-I to import. Where do you have your frame downloaded to? Right here, I'm having it in my library document. Then I can see my pictures. Then you could see so many frames that I have here. So I can pick any of these frames to use as my background. Let's say you want to use any one. If you don't want to use the exact one, just click and drag it to fit in your page. You see now, this one has become my background page. I don't want this side. That is the usefulness of your shape tool, to crop away unwanted side. Do you see? So this one becomes my background. Then I can use it like this. Or better still, I will be using some for you so that you can see. Import also, I have another one here. So any background you want to use, you are free to import from the internet and use it. And anyone you use will become your background. So let me use the one that we shall be using for today. Yes, do you see? Very beautiful. This is our background. It serves as my background. But for it to run the page so that we will not be moving. I've told us in the class we had before, when you double click on your rectangle, it gives you a background page for your paper. Do you see? This is it. So I will now power clip this one inside there so that my borders, my frame can be good and can lay properly on my page. You see. So how will we do it? Effect, power clip, place inside container, or you right click and drop in, power clip inside. Effect, power clip, edit content. You see, it has already filled it. Let's say the one you download needs some trimming that you cannot do. All this side will not be showing. So it's going to give me a perfect edge with my rectangle shape. Do you see? It will give me a perfect edge with my rectangle shape. So it becomes my background automatically. Do you see? It becomes my background automatically. Then let's look at it. So we have the name Moon Care. I'm going to copy all this because we shall be using them as our practical. I'm going to zoom out this thing so that you can see. Do you see? It's what we have been taught. This is the effect of fit text to parts. We have done this before. And so many effects is being used here. This one inside is the use of your power clipping. You download this image of this brush, then you edit. You see, this is the exact image that you are having. Do you see? I copy it because I want to use it. Then I cut it away. That is the image that has been downloaded. So you should know how to design this. Go and look for the class of our fit text to parts. You will see it there. Don't forget that I copied that because I want to make it in form of my background. You will see something like a background here. Very faint. So It is this same thing that we are going to use. Power clip inside. Edit your content. Do you see it? So with your transparency tool, you transparent the background uniform. You see, you can increase the level of your uniformity. You see, it will be faint in your background. So then you finish editing, it becomes one single background. You could see how I faint it, so you are free to use any one you want to do. Then we have our Womb Care Home of Beauty. Just the way you type, WUMCARE. Yes, Womb Care. Do you see it? You may not see so this font, if you don't have a font installed on your system, you need to get a font installation disk and install it on your computer, or you go and meet the engineers. They know how best to help you install it, but you will still have some common fonts here, so you can use it. See the example of Home Care. I'm going to zoom out because there are some effects on it that I would like to show you. You could see the way they color it. We have two colors on the same one. This is not any effect, it is our color effect. If I give it a blue, you see, but I still need this another blue downstairs. So F11 is going to give you your fountain fill, or you come here and select your fountain fill dialog. Fountain fill dialog. So this is where you can mix your color from blue to the other blue. Do you see? So I'm going to rotate that from blue to the other blue. Click on the custom. Create a double edge. Do you see? And create another one here. From blue to the other blue. Then rotate it here. Do you see? Click on OK. Does it give me? Yes, this is what the color will give you. That is where you can mix two or different colors together. F11 fountain fill. Do you see? If I need another color, I will just double click inside there and give it a color. I will double click and give it a color. By the time I click OK, all the color will appear on my text. That is a fountain fill color. You can mix colors the way you want. Try to lay your hand on them. You will see the way it looks like. It's very beautiful. But for now, we shall be using the linear, and I'm using only two colors, my blue and my red. My blue and the other type of blue. I double click at the deeper one, and I double click here. So you rotate from here, the level where you want it to be. So you give it a 90 degree accurate one. Do you see? So okay, that is it. Do you see your Womb Care? Very beautiful. So that is how we come about this name. You will see now. That is how we come about this name. The more you reduce your text, the more the color changes. Do you see? So you should get your exact. Go back there, so you will do it so that it can come down and you have your color. That is it for you. This line, we are going to be using our Bezier tool on any tool you find so easy to use. I've told us. Then the outline is to the thickness of your border. Do you see? Then you right click to give it color. So do you see? Then it falls into it. The thickness of your border. So that is it. Then you type Home of Beauty. If you know how to do this, it's not a problem. It's just the arrangement of your text. Do you see? Home of Beauty, red color, and take your line again as a border. Then you have it there. With this, you are good to go. That is it. And we are designing our home to see. Maybe it will look the same. You too try your own. Then I'll be typing. I want to talk on this text. What did they write here? Experts in all types of hair making, fixing, Ghana weaving, all types of braids. let's look at this text. You see the way that I type my text. You look for the font you want to use that you know will give you, and you reduce it to 12. Yes, but each of these texts is in capital letter. You don't need to delete your text and start typing. No, just select your text, then you go to your text on the menu bar. You have change case. Change case. Do we see? So the first one is lowercase. Everything should be in small letter. Good. Text, change case. Uppercase, everything should be in capital letter. Do we see the effect? Text, change case. Title case, that means each letter capital letter. Do we see? And the last one there is toggle case. Do we see? So for today, we shall be using the title case. Each letter capitalized. Yes, that is how to change case our text. And now, what happens? It's being arranged in a center form. This is a left alignment in the sense that the left side are equal and the right side is not equal. On our property bar, we have the alignment. You see the left, we have the right. It's going to align the right to be equal. And you see your text like this. So we have to justify each of them, but we shall be using the center. Do you see? Center alignment. What happens? It brings my text and centralize it. Then I bold. With this, I can reduce the size to 10. Yes, that's it. And that is how we shall be having. I'm trying to redo it so that you can do your own. Do you see? That is how I'll be having this. That is our alignment. Now, I want all of them to align to be centered together with the name. Select everything together, press C. It's going to centralize the text and the name together to fit in. That is all about the heading. You could see that apart from the background, develop yourself on the background. The remaining one is what? Your text alignment, the way you align your text. So let's go back to our class. What happens? Certificate of apprenticeship. So let us write. Do we see certificate of apprenticeship? As I've told you that there is always a font installed when you are working on graphics. You can get that yourself. You buy the font CD installation, or you go to the nearest engineering shop. They will do that for you. Just give them a token. They will help you to install the font. For now, we shall be using a similar font here. You will not see the exact font that we are using there, but we shall be using something similar, just a classic font that can give us a beautiful typeface in form of a certificate. You begin to look for it. If you see any, then you can use. But if you need the exact one we use in our class, then you have to go and install your font. Do you see this one now? This is still a comic certificate of apprenticeship. Do we see? Yes. So that is our font. Then the next one for you to do, I will just copy. Just try to look for your text and see how we are. Do you see it? So this one is still the same way we are going to type our font size. Do you see? Let's take out this time around. I will allow you to create a text box with your text tool. You know we have been typing like this before. You just click on your text tool and you type. This time around, when you click on your text tool, try to create a text boundary from year to year, from year to year. That is the text boundary. Do you see? And I select center. With this, then I can go as successfully. You will say completed. So you can do all these things. Here's training in everything. Which comments from. So with this, when you are through, you just bring it up. Do you see the way it is? Don't worry about the line. The line will not show when we are printing. It is just a text boundary. How am I sure that it will not show? I'm going to do a, do you see? I'm going to do a little bit preview. The line will not show. Those fainted line, just a text boundary. Let me do a little bit preview for you. Print preview. You will see. Do you see any line? No, because it's just a text boundary. So that is what we type here. Then you centralize. You centralize your text and you are good to go. Any other thing you don't know there, I'm not sure, because we have been taught all these things before. Just try to bring them up and get it. Then the last one I'll be talking about is this, our symbol, our shape. Do you see our shape? Now we are going to go for our star shape. Our star shape, this is our star shape. Then I can give it like 50, 60, as much as you want the edge to be tiny. Do you see? Then you take your shape tool, click on only one node and drag up. Yes, that is it. Good. That is it. Very good. Then you give it a red color. No outline. Right click on this white to remove the outline. Then you draw another circle. Draw a circle. Draw a circle to fit in. You can zoom out if it's too far from you. Draw a circle to fit in. Do you see? Draw a circle to fit in. Then you give it an outline. White. Do you see? So that is it. You can click on the tool and centralize. So it's going to adjust it for you. Good. That is all by the way. Another question you can have is the signature. Click your shift and your line. You are not going to use a shape tool now. You are going to type. Hold down your shift and click on your minus sign. Enter. As if you are typing master signature. Do you see? Then centralize it. Center alignment. Do you see? So that is what is done here. Very good. You don't need to draw a line. It is a text that we do. Do you see it? So the same thing with this. Apprentice align signature. Take your text tool, click your shift and your minus sign on your keyboard. You type apprentice signature. Then give it a center alignment. You can also change the font and it looks like that. Then you take it to your right side. This is not a shape. It is a text that we are using. So this is how you do your certificate. When you can design your background and you can get your logo, the next thing for you is to input your text. Lay your hand on any certificate and try to do it. If you have any difficulties when doing it, throw your question to us through the comment section